Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, where we decode the secrets hidden within corporate filings, potentially leading to some unexpected discoveries. Today we're diving into a report from NRX Pharmaceuticals, Inc. It seems like a company that has been busy making some interesting moves behind the scenes. Let's see what they're up to. Before we jump in, if you enjoy getting these straightforward, no-nonsense breakdowns of complex financial documents, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And hey, we've got a fantastic community over on Discord, linked in the description below, where we dive even deeper into these topics. So, what is the big news here? NRX Pharmaceuticals, through its subsidiary Hope Therapeutics, has acquired a strategic and minority interest in a company called Cohen, LLC. Yes, it is a bit of a mouthful, but this is a significant step. NRX Pharmaceuticals Incorporated is registered in Delaware and operates under file number 001-38302. They've disclosed their principal executive offices are located in Wilmington, Delaware. Now, let's talk about what they have on the market. Their common stock, with a par value of a small fraction of a cent per S-hair, trades under the ticker symbol NRXP. It is listed on the NASDAQ stock market, LLC. They also have warrants to purchase shares of common stock trading under the symbol NRXPW, also on the NASDAQ stock market, LLC. These essentially give holders the right to buy stock at a certain price. The core of this filing revolves around an event that happened on the 17th of October 2025. This is when NRX Pharmaceuticals, specifically through its subsidiary Hope Therapeutics, completed the acquisition of a stake in Rebecca S. Cohen, Maryland, LLC, which does business as Cohen and Associates. So, Hope Therapeutics, a Delaware corporation, is the entity directly involved in this deal. It is important to note that this acquisition is described as both a strategic and a minority interest. This means Hope Therapeutics has taken a piece of Cohen LLC, likely for its potential benefits or influence, but it doesn't necessarily mean they have full control. The deal was done under a membership interest purchase agreement, or rather a Cohen purchase agreement inked on that same date in October. This agreement lays out all the terms and conditions for this acquisition of interest. It sounds like it included the usual stuff, like guarantees about the accuracy of information provided called representations and warranties, and promises to cover losses known as indemnification provisions. What is really interesting is what happens next. In connection with this deal, Dr. Rebecca Cohen herself has been appointed as the medical director of Hope Therapeutics. This strongly suggests that the acquisition wasn't just about money, it was also about bringing in key talent and expertise. And her employment terms aren't just a simple salary, they include certain financial incentives. These incentives are specifically tied to establishing and growing new sites of care that will be owned or operated by Hope Therapeutics. This points to a strategy of expansion and building out their operational footprint, with Dr. Cohen at the helm. Now, while the acquisition itself happened on the 17th of October, we're only hearing about it officially in this report, and a press release was issued 3 days later, on the 20th of October. This press release announced that Hope Therapeutics had completed its strategic interest in Cohen, LLC. The company emphasizes that the information in this particular section, Item 7.01, and the press release itself are not considered filed in a way that would make them liable under certain securities laws. This is common for such announcements, essentially, meaning they are providing information without making legally binding commitments based on it. The actual press release is provided as Exhibit 99.1 to this report, so you can look it up if you want to read their official announcement. And of course, like most modern filings, there is an Exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file, formatted in inline XBRL. This makes the data within the filing machine readable, which is great for analysis. Finally, signing off on this report is Jonathan Jabbett, acting as the Interim Chief Executive Officer. This tells us who is currently leading the company. The date of the signature indicates the report was officially filed on the 23rd of October 2025. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture here. This filing is a Form 8K, which is used to announce major events that shareholders should know about. In this case, the big event is the acquisition of a strategic interest in Cohen, LLC, and the integration of Dr. Rebecca Cohen into Hope Therapeutics as medical director. This move seems to signal a clear strategy for expansion and growth in new care sites, directly leveraging Dr. Cohen's expertise. The financial terms were likely laid out in the Cohen purchase agreement, but the specifics of the dollar amounts involved aren't detailed in this particular 8K, which is typical for this type of immediate reporting. This kind of acquisition, especially bringing in a key figure like a medical director with performance-based incentives, suggests NRX Pharmaceuticals is serious about developing its new ventures and likely sees significant growth potential in the areas managed by Cohen, LLC. The fact that it is a minority interest might mean they are partnering or collaborating rather than a full takeover, which can sometimes be a more flexible and less capital-intensive approach to expanding market reach. What is particularly noteworthy is the focus on establishing and growing new sites of care. For a pharmaceutical company, this could mean anything from expanding clinical trial sites to developing new patient care facilities or even specialized treatment centers. The incentives for Dr. Cohen are directly tied to this growth, aligning her interests with the company's expansion goals. This is a smart move, as it ensures the person leading these new initiatives is directly motivated by their success. Looking at the broader context, NRX Pharmaceuticals has been in the news for various developments, and this acquisition appears to be another piece of their strategic puzzle. Without diving into specific financials, which are not the focus of this 8K, we can infer that this move aims to bolster their operational capabilities and potentially tap into new revenue streams. The partnership with Cohen, LLC, and the incorporation of Dr. Cohen's leadership point towards a forward-looking strategy focused on both innovation and operational expansion. So, what's the verdict on NRX Pharmaceuticals and this move? On the positive side, this acquisition and the appointment of Dr. Cohen indicate a proactive approach to growth, focusing on building out new care services and leveraging expert leadership. The incentive structure for Dr. Cohen is a strong indicator of commitment to expansion. On the other hand, the fact that it is a minority interest means that the full impact and control might be shared, and the success of these new care sites will depend heavily on the partnership with Cohen. LLC risks could include integration challenges, whether the new care sites generate anticipated revenue, and the effectiveness of the leadership under Dr. Cohen. Without more detailed financial reports, it is hard to judge the immediate financial impact, but as a strategic move, it seems designed to position the company for future growth. What do you think about this acquisition and NRX Pharmaceuticals' strategy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. Also, check out the Discord link in the description if you want to join our growing community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Decode.